Hey guys, it's Molly of Monarch Intuitive, and today I'm just going to show you how I cast a very certain kind of love spell. This particular love spell that we're going to be doing today is not so much attracting a new person to you, it's more so sweetening and rejuvenating and bringing back the affection and focus in a long-term relationship. If, say, the couple has gotten really busy and has kind of started to lose focus on their original romance. So really, this is not like, a new romance. This specific spell is for longer term relationships, bringing back that romance, that focus on each other, as well as some of the desire. We're going to be using a good mix of little herbs today. I have them in a copper bowl, just to kind of, resonate with the energy of Venus. We are in the day of Venus and it's almost the hour of Venus. So here we go. Of course, I've got some cinnamon for attracting love. I've got some, attracting romance in this case. I've got some orris root for love as well. Rose petals for love and romance. I also have vervain for strengthening all of the other herbs here, as well as some lemon balm for joy and happiness within the relationship. Necessary for this, I've got some honey for sweetening the relationship, bringing back sweetness and affection. I won't be using this much. I have a trillium, also good for love. I won't be using the whole plant, probably just a little bit of one leaf. I also have a branch of my fig tree, which I use for love spells and in other cases more passion-driven spells. Definitely good for romance. I've used a little bit of the sap to anoint the candle. Underneath the candle, I have the square of Venus in order to draw in some of that energy. You can see it there. And not pictured, not sure where I put it, I'll have to find it here soon. I have some hyssop as well. A lot of people use hyssop for protection, and it is great for that. One of my kind of personal notices with that plant is that it can also restore balance and harmony, and so that's what we'll be doing. It's also really good for marriages. So anyway, that's what I've got. I'm going to do the things needed before starting the ritual, and then let's get started. All right, so here we begin by carving the names and birthdays of both people in the relationship into the candle. And while you're doing this, you want to be saying and picturing what you want to happen. So, you could be saying these people, or we, if it's your relationship, are going to be more affectionate. We're going to pay more attention to each other. We're going to be sweet to each other. We're going to have more romance, all that kind of stuff. And, you're also going to be writing into the candle what you want. So you can write, we are going to spend more time together. We're going to prioritize our relationship. We're going to be sweet to each other. We're going to reignite the spark, all of that kind of stuff. You just write it right into the candle, whatever you want to happen. At this time too, again, the really important thing is that you're saying it, you're feeling it, and you're visualizing it at the same time. A couple of things you could write for this spell would be adoration, infatuation, butterflies in the stomach, anything that is just really romantic and sweet. All right, so now you're going to take your honey. You're going to enchant it with your intention, what you want to happen. You're going to tell it to sweeten the relationship, to bring sweetness and affection to the relationship, romance, whatever. I'm also at this point lighting some rose incense, and I'm just going to kind of run my candle through the rose incense and imagine that the rose incense is just filling that candle with the energy of love. So all the romance of roses is going into the candle. I'm picturing it, as this kind of warm, beautiful energy filling up my candle before I put anything on it. Now watching this, I believe I was going counterclockwise with the incense. Don't do that. I was just really in the moment. And ultimately, I'm doing a bunch of different things with it. It's not going to negatively affect this spell. It's a waxing moon. It's, the perfect day and hour. But it's always wise if you're bringing in love and adoration to go clockwise, not counterclockwise. Just a note. So now I'm going to take my honey and pour it on the candle. Be careful not to put very much honey on the candle. It can get really sticky, and it can also kind of mess with the flame. Here I'm taking the hyssop. I've enchanted it with my intention, and I'm just kind of crumbling it onto my candle while visualizing what it is that I want the outcome to be. I'm also visualizing specifically some of the more harmonious aspects of my manifestation that I want to occur, because that's what I'm using the hyssop for. I'm going to take my herbs now and I'm going to kind of ground them down together. These ones have similar enough kind of connotations that I'm enchanting them all kind of with the same intention or similar intentions. I'm grinding in a clockwise fashion to bring in that joy, reconnection, all of that. Picturing it growing, just imbuing it with that image. Now I'm using my trillium. I actually grew this at home. I'm just going to use a little bit because this is the only one that I have at the moment. So next I'm going to create a little bit of energy between my hands and hold them over the candle. I'm going to be, praying over the candle and envisioning what it is I want, trying to feel that outcome. And as I do this, I'm kind of filling up this candle with that energy. In this particular spell, I prefer to just kind of free pray over it. I don't really have a particular set of things that I want to say, because I just want this to come from the heart. Since it is a love spell, I want it to be kind of a wild and passionate flow of words, but you can always make your own incantation if that's what you're more comfortable with. I just really like to let what's in my heart flow out with this one, because it really fits what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to light my candle, and then essentially after this, I'm just going to finish the manifestation and keep going. Hope this was helpful. Bye.